Hello guys, so in this video I decided to give my rabbit some leaves, and I'm going to be telling you some of the reasons why I don't feed my little bunny rabbit, like the little ones that have not been weaned from their mother. Mostly I don't like feeding them with leaves. Yes, there are a lot of reasons as to why I don't do that, because these little bunnies, their system is very soft. Like their system has not get strong to the extent of taking some of these leaves. If they take this leaves, it might cause them issue. Not that if they take it, it will be bad for them or they will just die instantly. It might. So this might is what you are trying to avoid. So I just avoid feeding them leaves at this period of 1 month where they are still with their mother, or 6 weeks where they are still with their mother. Although most times I give it to them, but I avoid it a lot of times. So I prefer giving them my feed, my formulated feed. This works for them better from my experience. The formulated feed works for them better. There was a time I decided to just feed my rabbit with just leaves alone. Feed my rabbit with just leaves alone, especially the little bunnies. They started dying all of a sudden. So I noticed some of the leaves were not really good for them. Even if you wash it, it might still not really be very good for the little baby rabbit. So for this little baby rabbit, I'm going to be feeding them my formulated feed. So this is my formulated feed here. I make this feed on my own. There's a video on the channel that will show you guys how to actually make this particular rabbit feed. Come closer so that you see how they eat. So there's a video on the channel. These babies are about I don't think they are somewhere about 3 weeks or so, either 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, they're just very small. I just took out the nesting box yesterday. Yes, I took out the nesting box yesterday. So for this particular one, she gave birth. So I'm going to be giving her this particular leaf here to eat today. I'm going to be giving her this particular leaf. This is the Centrosema leaf. In case you don't know, this is the Centrosema leaf. So a lot of you guys don't know some kind of leaves to be feeding your rabbit most times. A lot of you guys don't know. So we did a video on leaves/food that rabbit eat. So after this video, you can go and check out that video, leaves/food that rabbit eat. That video showed a lot of leaves that you can feed your rabbit. So if you are someone who is a rabbit farmer, you need to watch that video. That video will help you a lot with how to know what to feed your rabbit, both the pregnant ones, the ones you want them to get a lot of milk, and so on. The video explained it. In that video, when I bring out one leaf, I will tell you what the leaf works for, how you can actually use it, and why you should use the leaf. So you should consider watching that particular video. Yes. So I'm putting in some good amount of leaf for this particular female rabbit. Then I'm going to be putting her water for her. So if you are someone that maybe you don't really know what to feed your rabbit, formulated feed, it works very well. This is our own. A lot of you guys buy the chicken pellets. The chicken pellet is very good though. I did not say it's not good. The chicken pellet is very good, but the cost is the problem. If you keep spending 8,000, like 8,000 naira should be somewhere around, let me just say $8 to $10. If you keep spending 8,000 naira for one bag of 25 kg feed, if you keep spending 8,000 naira for one bag of 25 kg feed, this same 8,000 naira can make you 50 kg of this formulated feed. This same 8,000 naira can make you about 50 kg of this formulated feed we are using in our farm. So you should consider trying this, because if you keep spending much, your rabbit will keep being more expensive. So that's the thing there. If you don't spend much, it means your rabbit will not be too expensive. Although your rabbit might not grow too fast as they grow with the chicken pellets, as with this formulated feed, but it's something almost similar. There are not much difference there growing with this one and the other one. It's something almost similar, but this one is more less cost. This one is more less cost. So cutting cost is very important, so that your rabbit does not get too expensive. If your rabbit gets too expensive, they'll be really hard to sell. That's the thing you need to know. They'll be really hard to sell if they get too expensive. So that's why we try as much as possible to cut cost on the feeding we are feeding them. Today we just went into the bush and cut this particular leaf here. We did not see too much. That particular place we used to cut our leaf from, I think they cleared out some of the leaves there. They are trying to build. If you guys see the video playing on the screen now, you will see that there is a house there. So I think they are trying to build or something. So they cut out a lot of the leaves we were feeding our rabbits. So that's why we could not get too much of these leaves. We are going to be feeding this to some rabbit. Then we are going to be giving our feeds to some of our rabbits so that they should eat. So most times, if you have a male rabbit in your farm, I'll prefer you feed it bitter leaf once in a while. Bitter leaf works very, very well for male rabbit. Feed it bitter leaf once in a while, also to female rabbit. But male rabbits, you can feed it bitter leaf once in a while. This helps them to be more active over time. So feeding them bitter leaf helps them very, very well. So because if your rabbit becomes too expensive, you know, one of the goals of rabbit farming is not even to sell to fellow breeders, is to sell for meat. So imagine you use like 5,000, or let me just say, if you are spending 8,000 for one bag of feed, you use about 6,000 to 7,000 to grow one rabbit. Or let's just say you use like 6,000 to grow one rabbit, and you need to sell also to get your gain. How much are you going to sell? You will see that the rabbit will even go away up to 10,000 naira or even 8,000. So people buying this rabbit at 8,000 naira for meat will be very, very expensive. Compare it to chicken meat. Everyone seeing rabbit are not really too big like that. Compare it to chicken, although the meat value, the meat benefits, and also everything that comes with the meat, the rabbit meat, is nothing compared to the chicken. But you know, people always look for sizes. So the chicken will definitely be more bigger to the buyers than the rabbit, and chicken more bigger than the rabbit. The rabbit is even more expensive. People won't even consider buying it. That's one of the things. People won't consider buying it. If the rabbit is smaller, then it's even more expensive than the chicken that is bigger than it. People won't consider buying it. So that's why you need to cut the cost of your feeding, so that at least if you use, there's a farmer in Calabar here, he say he uses 3,000 naira to grow one rabbit to maturity. 3,000 to grow one rabbit to maturity. It depends on the kind of formula you are using in your farm, and you mix it with a lot of hay. Hay works very, very well. Oh. Hay works very, very well for rabbit. You mix it with a lot of hay and all. But you know, in the southeast here, it's very, very hard for us to get hay. If you are in the north, it will be it's easy for you to get hay. But in the southeast, it's very, very hard for us to get hay. So that's why we try as much as possible to reduce the cost of our feeding, so that we can at least use about 4 to 5k to keep one rabbit to maturity. So if we want to eventually sell for meat, at 7,000 is not a bad deal, or 6,000. We didn't really want to sell to make too much gain at the time. It's just to propel the rabbit farming, like the meat sales. The meat sales in the country right now. You know, not a lot of people are eating rabbit currently. So it's just to propel the meat sales and all of that. So this will work very, very well if you are able to cut your cost. So these prices you are selling at maybe 7k is not like it will be your permanent price. It's just to drag customers to yourself. Once your customers start liking this rabbit meat, then you can gradually increase the price bit by bit. Before you know it, you will start selling very, very well. Because if you depend on selling to fellow breeders, it won't really be a nice idea. Use the less price, drag customers to yourself, show the meat to people. Drag customers to yourself with the less price, and you will notice that when they start buying, you can be increasing 500, 1,000. They'll be complaining a bit, but you just be doing the increase gradually. Before you know it, you have still reached the same price you wanted to be selling at the time. So we need to try as much as possible to propel the rabbit meat sales all over Africa, because people don't really see rabbit as meat animal. Like, they don't see it as a meat animal. Yes. So we really need to try and propel it. So there's one thing I wanted to do on the channel, like doing a challenge where people are going to be testing rabbit meat, maybe bottle flip and eat rabbit meat. Maybe I'll post the video on the YouTube channel. After doing the video, bottle flip and eat rabbit meat, so that a lot of people that don't know rabbit meat will see this video and they'll know that, okay, so rabbit meat can actually be eaten. Maybe if the video goes viral and a lot of people sees it, with the help of you guys, if I do that video, maybe all of you guys will share who are rabbit farmers and all. So more people who are not rabbit farmers will get to see the video, and they'll say, oh, so can rabbit be eaten? And they might want to try it. So another thing is that maybe if you want to sponsor one of our videos, like if you want to say, okay, I will buy one rabbit, use this rabbit to make the video. If you buy the rabbit and sponsor the video, we are going to give your farm a shout out, like something like this particular video was sponsored by AK Farms from Lagos State. So if you want rabbit and you're in Lagos State, message this particular farm and they are going to prepare the rabbit and bring it to you. So it's a very, very nice idea I thought about, and I shared it with my WhatsApp group, and everyone agreed to it that it was a nice one. So what do you think about the idea, and also what do you think about the video? Please, thank you for watching. Like, comment, share this video to other rabbit farmers to help bring us together. Like all rabbit farmers, we should be together on this channel, so that we should be learning together and doing a lot of things to grow the rabbit farming market in Nigeria and in Africa as a whole. Thank you for watching. Do have a nice day, and peace.